Hi everyone, welcome, believe it or not, to week 12 of advanced writing. At this point, we are officially in the home stretch of the course. We only have about 3 weeks left. Now, last week, we spent some time finishing up our letters to the editor. These were basically short, persuasive essays in which you announced a position, defended that position, and then thought about how we can move forward as a culture given that position. Now we are moving into the final formal written assignment for the course. These are going to be journalistic profiles. If you go into the modules for this week, you will see that there is a ton of information about how to research for those profiles and how to start planning for them. All right, so I want to say a couple of quick things about the journalistic profiles just to help you out. The first thing I want to say is that you are choosing a major person in your field. I highly recommend choosing someone who you are passionate about and choosing someone who is prominent. The more information that you can find about that person, the easier the profile is going to be. The second thing I will say about the journalistic profiles is that when we eventually write them, the goal is to make it seem less like a Wikipedia entry and more like a story. So if you are, for example, in the computer programming field and you've chosen to work on Bill Gates, you can research him, find out a bunch of information, and then you can work it into a story. Engage your readers by describing things as much as possible and really letting your readers feel, and this is the goal, making your readers feel like they know that person, even if they've never met them or have even heard of them. All right, so again, for the profiles, this week we are just planning them. If you go into the modules for this week, you will see the 2 samples. You will also see directions for getting into the Read, Write, Think database and creating a template. So you're choosing one of those templates and you're putting the information on there. What that actually does is it gives you a single sheet of paper with a bunch of information, right? So you're finding, and there's a lot of different information about this. You're putting on the person's name, obviously, their title. You're finding an image of them. You're finding some quotes said by them. You're finding general information about them. So when we move into writing the profiles next week, you'll have a bunch to work with. So look through the modules. Let me know if you have any questions. But this week, again, we are just planning the journalistic profiles. And then next week, we are writing.